Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Right now at 10, bringing voices to change. Amid the overdose crisis, one activist says recovery is possible. Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Haugen. That is our top story. Advocate and author Ryan Hampton spoke at Viterbo today to bring a voice to recovery. Hampton shared his story at Cooley Recovery Center's Voices of Recovery event fundraiser today that was free to the public. Hampton is passionate about ending the overdose crisis. And as a person in recovery, he says he feels solutions are possible. He says he speaks because he wants policymakers to know that.
So we need legislators, policymakers to be listening to the recovery community, people in recovery, allies of the recovery community, because I believe they have the answers.
Hampton says there were nearly 107,000 drug overdoses last year, and he believes all of those were preventable. He says places like Cooley Recovery Center here in La Crosse are doing things right because the right solution varies in every community. What communities need now, he says, is funding and momentum. And today is National Drug Take-Back Day. The Vernon County Sheriff's Office is helping spread the word. Today is a reminder to get rid of expired or unused prescription drugs safely. Unused medicine should never be flushed or poured down the drain. And by taking unwanted medications to drug take-back events or disposal locations, officials say you're helping fight the opioid epidemic. Vernon County Sheriff Roy Torgerson says days like today are a good reminder.
It's good to just have this national day, and it reminds everyone to, hey, let's clean out those medicine cabinets and let's get rid of those pills that we're not taking anymore.
So take-back locations welcome prescription and over-the-counter medications, but they do not accept illegal drugs. If you'd like to participate, there are drop-off locations throughout the area. We'll post a list on our website. And remember, many drop-off boxes are also open year-round. In other news, the rising waters of the Mississippi continue to impact our area. Town of Campbell says some are voluntarily leaving their homes in low-lying areas as those floodwaters rise. The town is asking those affected by floodwaters to take photos of the damage. Bainbridge and Sparebeck streets are closed to traffic. Campbell officials are also asking non-locals to restrict their travel to French Island. Plus, the National Weather Service is now projecting the river at Prairie du Chien to reach 23.7 feet by next Saturday. City officials said in a release that Congressman Derek Van Orden was taken by boat to see the damage already caused on St. Burial Island. People in the city can take shelter at Hoffman Recreational Center, and people are encouraged not to travel to the island. The island and a number of streets are currently closed due to flooding. So if you plan to evacuate your home, the city asks that you contact Crawford County Emergency Management at 608-326-0266, as well as your gas and electric companies. Bottled water is also available at Hoffman and the Tourist Information Center. Sandbags are available at the corner of East Washington Street and North Ohio Street. The city is also looking for volunteers to help place those sandbags around the county. If you can help, call that number above.
Over the last couple of days, we've been treated here to some rain, even snow showers, and also at times mixing together here as well. Here's a loop from the last 36 hours. You can see we've been dealing with this very broad low pressure system, and we've been dealing with the backside here recently over the past couple of days. So there's the loop again. You can see yesterday we dealt with the rain, last night the snow here early this morning, and at times even mixing with a little bit of some rain and some graupel. Now we're just left over with mainly cloudy skies, and the wind gusts today were a little bit breezy. We saw gusts up to 30 miles an hour in many spots out there, just shy rather of 29 miles an hour there in La Crosse. 45 was the high today in La Crosse too, by the way. It was 41 in Eau Claire, 41 as well in Winona today, and the high reached 45 in Black River Falls, well below average for this time of year. The 8 to 8 forecast here as we head into tomorrow does call for partly cloudy skies to start, and then mainly cloudy later tomorrow morning, and the clouds and the skies rather will turn cloudy as we head into tomorrow afternoon, with temperatures once again into those mid to upper 40s, making it well below average here again. But we do have some changes though coming up. It's going to get warmer. Just have to give it a little bit of time, and I'll have a check on your 8 day in just a bit.
I'll have to be patient.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, thanks, Derek.
All right.
Well, the battle is still raging over an FDA-approved pill that's used in more than half of abortions in the U.S. On Friday, the Supreme Court issued an order to preserve access to mifepristone while the legal process continues. CBS News correspondent Christian Benavides reports from Miami.
Next month, a federal appeals court is set to hear arguments in the legal battle over the abortion pill mifepristone. Late Friday, the Supreme Court halted temporary restrictions on access to the drug while the battle plays out in the lower courts.
The Fifth Circuit will review the case on its merits in a few weeks, and they will issue an opinion.
The case, which could make its way back to the Supreme Court, began in Texas. The litigation seeks to reverse the FDA's approval of the drug more than 2 decades ago.
Well, really, judges should not be making medical decisions for individuals or decisions about the safety of a medication. They don't have the background for it.
Following Friday's ruling, President Biden released a statement saying he stands by the FDA's, quote, independent expert authority to review, approve, and regulate a wide range of prescription drugs. A lawyer representing the group that filed the initial challenge said the fight is not over.
This is the first opportunity where our clients can go in front of the courts and present to the courts all the unlawful behavior and reckless behavior by the FDA to approve these drugs.
2 conservative justices, Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito, said they disagreed with the court's action Friday, though no other justice commented publicly. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
The dispute over mifepristone comes less than a year after the Supreme Court's conservative majority overturned Roe v. Wade. The pill is approved for use through 10 weeks of pregnancy, and it is commonly prescribed to treat miscarriages. And a funeral was held today in Glenwood, Minnesota for a deputy who was killed in the line of duty. Mourners filled Minnewaska Area High School wall to wall to pay their respects and honor the life of Deputy Josh Owen. Owen was shot while responding to a call about a domestic violence incident on April 15th and later died from his injuries at the hospital. The Pope County Police Department reports the suspect resisted arrest and fired at the responding officers, who returned fire and fatally shot the suspect. 2 other officers sustained injuries and are expected to recover. Well, back here in La Crosse, Western Technical College honored past graduates today. Students who graduated from Western's Fall 2021, Spring 2022, and Summer 2022 terms walked the stage at commencement today. Over 1,000 students were honored. So if one of your loved ones graduated and you missed today's commencement ceremony, it is available online. We'll post the link for you on our website. That is news8000.com. And also this afternoon in La Crosse, a celebration of all things Wisconsin. The annual Between the Bluffs Beer, Wine, and Cheese Festival took place on the Oktoberfest grounds until 6 today. Attendees got to try different, you guessed it, beers, wines, and cheeses and enjoy some live music. The festival drew guests from near and far, and these 2 first-time festers were excited for the cheese.
It's very delicious.
Because we're in Wisconsin?
Yes. I'm from Illinois, so we don't get it like that back home.
This was the event's 19th year. It featured vendors from the area and beyond. Coming up on News 8, solar power. This Earth Day, we take a look at a California community that's completely on the grid. The solar grid, that is. That's coming up later. But first, Scouts put their designs to the test at this year's Pinewood Derby. A look at the friendly competition after the break.
There are so many things we take for granted. So many things. And along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for their survival for granted too. The elderly, disabled, the veterans, people on limited and fixed incomes, or folks that lost jobs in sectors hardest hit during the pandemic. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? Some people just can't come back. And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind, struggling to keep their heat, water, and power on. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our heat, water, and power providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Are you tired of looking out your dirty windows? Cooley Region Window Cleaning is here to help. Locally owned with honest and fair pricing, and satisfaction is always guaranteed. More than dirty windows? If it's on your house, we can clean it. Call 769-7048 today for your free quote and get $100 off your service. Cooley Region Window Cleaning, we're doggone good. Call 769-7048 today or visit CooleyRegionWindowCleaning.com.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Over at the Valley View Mall today, Boy Scouts put pedal to the metal for a little friendly competition. In this year's Pinewood Derby, 49 Scouts put their colorful custom cars to the test in an exciting tournament. Scouts got to race against their peers and take part in fun activities. One organizer says the Derby is all about having fun.
It is pretty competitive. A lot of the kids put a lot of work into their cars, but at the end of it, it's all fun and games.
So this is the first time the Pinewood Derby has happened since the pandemic began. Also, we don't have any video of him, but Ken Karasarowski did take home a win in today's tournament. High school art students shared their work today, too, at UW La Crosse's University Gallery. Students got to compete and be recognized for their artwork at the 3rd Congressional District Art Competition. So these were high school students. They came from Holman, Lafarge, La Crosse Central, and West Salem to share their art. UWL's art department faculty acted as judges. 3rd District Representative Derek Van Orden stopped by, too. According to Rep. Van Orden, he's encouraging kids to stay with arts. That's important.
These young people are doing such fantastic art, and it's awesome to be able to come here and meet their parents, hand out stuff from Congress to encourage them to stay in this, because the arts are incredibly important to our country.
The winning piece will be displayed with artwork from across the nation for one whole year in the U.S. Capitol. And coming up on News 8, celebrating our planet. We'll take a look at how neighbors on both sides of the river honored the earth and each other this morning.
And I'm First Warn meteorologist Eric Sibley. We were off to a bit of a cooler and a little bit of a wet start here, sort of here this weekend with those cloudy weather conditions. I'll let you know if Sunday is going to be any different coming up after the break.
It's the Bobby Bones Show. Let's go. We're going to make you laugh. And the biggest stars in country music, they all come by here.
Really? Yeah. Shut up.
Join me, Bobby Bones, every weekday morning starting at 6 on Kicks 106.3.
Asking the right question can greatly impact your future.
Are you qualified to do this? What?
Especially when it comes to your finances.
Are you a certified financial planner?
I'm a CFP professional.
CFP professionals are committed to acting in your best interest. That's why it's gotta be a CFP.
Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. I wonder where the furniture is. At King Furniture, of course.
During our spring clearance event, save an additional 10% off our already low prices. Plus, take advantage of 0% free financing. Recliners, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, and more. With our huge selection of in-stock furniture, low price guarantee, and free delivery, why shop anywhere else?
It's the King Furniture Spring Clearance Sale.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
How do we decide what hotel to book?
Fear not, I got you. Choice Hotels has a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos.
Spacious.
That's what they all say. Stay twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
A new day has dawned on the all-new Maury's, Audi, and Volkswagen of La Crosse. Feel the luxury of Maury's Audi as soon as you enter the new state-of-the-art Audi dealership. Audi technology and style incorporated into Maury's La Crosse Audi sales and service. Maury's Volkswagen La Crosse features an upbeat, high-tech atmosphere. Having service done, enjoy our relaxing lounge as you wait. Come experience excellence at the new and improved Volkswagen of La Crosse. New building, new location, same friendly staff. Maury's Audi and Volkswagen of La Crosse.
Birthdays are something to celebrate, and our News 8 This Morning team highlight them every day. If someone you know is turning 8 or 88, submit a picture of them at news8000.com today. Look Who's 8, brought to you locally by Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska. Little teeth, big smiles.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. We are just the family sitting around the table.
Best answer ever!
We're always fun.
Oh my God!
Hi, it's Elvis Duran from the Mix Morning Show. Wake up with us every morning on Mix 96.
Come explore and plan your next home improvement project at the Board Store Home Improvements historic 8-building showroom, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
The people of La Crosse are lending a helping hand to their community. This year's Neighbors Day was a chance for neighbors to help the elderly and people with disabilities in our community. Volunteers helped spruce up neighbors' lawns by raking leaves, trimming up shrubs, and taking care of land. Organizers say it's a special way to welcome the season.
It's spring, it's time to be outside, and you get to wash windows, trim shrubs, turn garden beds, and rake leaves. So it's just a great day to be outside. Today might not have been the best of days, but it's also not terrible either.
Plenty of neighbors have participated in the event since 1996, and this year broke records. 500 people came to volunteer. And across the bridge in Winona, it was all about the earth. Winona residents celebrated Earth Day with fun outdoor activities. Kids and their families planted seeds and flew kites. There is even a special parade for younger kids. Healthy Lake Winona's president says there's a lot you can do to celebrate Earth Day. In his work, he hopes the community can help improve the lakes.
Trying to improve it, make it swimmable again, make it a better spot for fishing, and just healthier.
Earth Day is a great time to remember that there's plenty you can do to help our planet. Some things you can do here is pick up trash, carpool or ride your bike to work, recycle or repurpose items, and support green businesses. All really great tips.
I love Earth Day, one of my favorite holidays.
Really? How'd you celebrate today?
How'd I celebrate today? Turning off all the lights at home.
There you go.
Save that energy too.
It's the little things, right?
Yeah, it's the little things that make all the difference in the world. In the world of weather, you probably didn't like what was happening here today, right? You know, it was a little bit of rain, we saw some snow, right? And also a little bit of grapple here at the same time. And so we had pretty much a combination of everything today, and also it was pretty gusty. And speaking of that, you'll notice here on the time lapse that I have here for you, shows that we did have some pretty gusty conditions with some of those showers that moved through. So let's go ahead and start it here. Starting at 4 o'clock this morning, it was off to a pretty cloudy note, and then you'll notice here as we forward this time lapse, we had some of those off and on showers. Here it was 6 a.m. this morning. It was pretty wet out there. Then we got a bit of a break in between there around 9:30, but then after that, here comes another quick passing shower, and then by noon today, we did see those cloudy skies, and then from there on out, we were pretty dry, but it was just mainly cloudy. We didn't really see a whole lot of sunshine in between there, and currently, it's still very cloudy out there now. La Crosse Almanac for today, our high was 45 degrees. That occurred just after 2 o'clock this afternoon. The low was 33 degrees just before 6 a.m. this morning. As of right now, it's pretty gusty with those northwest winds, a gust up to 23 miles an hour, sustained at 17. Temperatures now at 37 degrees. Today here for you in Eau Claire, it was 41. That occurred at 1:41 in the afternoon. The low was 31, and that occurred just before 2:30 here early this morning. The temperatures now are at 34. Cloudy skies, northwest winds, light at 7 miles an hour. The highs today were into the low to mid 40s. We saw 41 in Winona today. It was 45 in Black River Falls. The warmer spot was down in Boscobel today. You hit 47 degrees. So, you know, the last couple of days we've been dealing with the wraparound effects of this large low pressure system. Yesterday we had the rain, then last night we had the snow. That continued into early this morning. Once those temperatures warmed up, we did see some of that snow kind of transition or change over to rain and also mixed with grapple at times as well. You can see this powerful low pressure system that is now positioned just to our east, and we're still getting the wraparound effects of the cloud cover and also the precipitation here too, but that's moving away. We're going to be much drier though starting tomorrow, but it was pretty gusty behind that system. We saw gusts just shy of 30 miles an hour here today across many spots. Tonight though, mostly cloudy. The winds 15 to 25, so they relax here just a little bit. Unseasonably cold with that low of 28. Tomorrow, unseasonably cold yet again, as high temperatures will be at 49 degrees. Still dealing with mainly cloudy skies. Northwest winds not as strong at 10 to 15. So those cloudy weather conditions continue up to about 2 a.m. You can see we get some breaks in the clouds. Slight chance of a spotty snow shower in some spots, mainly well to the east, lingering into early tomorrow morning. Now here's the 11 o'clock hour tomorrow. Still mainly cloudy skies. Temperatures in the low 40s there. Cloudy conditions continue throughout the afternoon tomorrow. You can see that we get a bit of a break. Here's a little bit of some passy spotty showers well to our west. River level update here for you, showing that we are looking at a moderate flood stage here for many spots along the Mississippi. Expected to crest here on that major flooding level there, as you can see on the right side of your screen. So here's a check now on your 8-day forecast, and we will be looking at some warmer temperatures heading into next week as highs climb into the 50s and low 60s. Mainly cloudy skies, a chance of showers and storms Friday and into next weekend.
Well, with the flooding, we'll really need to pay attention to what different communities are doing, see how we can help out.
Absolutely.
All right, sounds good. Cool. Thanks, Derek. And coming up in sports, a look ahead at Game 3 for the Milwaukee Bucks as they look to take the series lead. And we've got the fastest man in lacrosse competing at UWL today. Kate has the highlights next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or specialty care, Mayo Clinic Health System offers the best options for care where and when you and your family needs it.
At Home Furniture's 4-day sale, get $100 bonus savings on any furniture or qualifying mattress purchase over $7.99. Plus, get 10% off sale prices when you spend $19.99 or more, and get 6-year special financing. The 4-day sale, Friday through Monday at Home Furniture.
Hello, I'm Christy Halinka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
Hit the ground running in the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet. Like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport, or the Ridgeline, made more rugged with better off-road performance, and more capable with different driving modes available to conquer snow, mud, and sand. Adventure on in the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Hey golfers, don't miss the Golden Golf Deal at Drugan's Castle Mound. Get a full 7-day-a-week golf membership for only $500 for 2023. Limited $500 memberships are available, so visit the website at drugans.com to purchase this membership or call 526-4144 now before this great deal is done.
At Drugan's Country Club, yes, Drugan's.
During the spring patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts, get 10% off sale prices, plus no money down 3-year special financing and free shipping on purchases of $4.99 or more. The spring patio sale going on now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Kate Overton.
The weather this week hasn't been too kind for our spring sports, but out on the track, the UWO Eagles were hosting the Phil Eston Challenge. The Eagles, both men's and women's, were one of the best indoor track teams in Division III. Now the women are currently ranked #1 and the men's #2 for the outdoor season, but due to some bad weather, some of the top athletes were sitting out. But lucky for us, there's still a ton of great talent competing, like the fastest man in Division III, Sam Blazowski, not in the open 1 or 2, but in the 4x1. And it was Ryder Smith starting things off. Blazowski in the second leg, clean handoff. I tried sprinting over to the finish line, but these guys were flying. Luke Schroeder crossing the finish line. UWL took first with a time of 40.29. And for the women's race, Bella Seatswood started off, and Logan grad Lauren Jarrett would be in the second leg, as UWL would take first in the women's 4x1 as well. Both teams took first. Switching gears to the NBA playoffs, we entered Game 3 with a tied series. Despite Giannis getting hurt early in Game 1, the team looked good without Giannis in Game 2, so I'm sure that had a lot to do with their decision to keep him out tonight. But if the Bucks go down 2-1 in the series, things could be trouble. It's still unsure whether Giannis will even play in Game 4, but you got to think that if Miami wins, he'll be out there with his team. Here we go. Game 3, Drew Holiday doing his best to carry the load. Step back 3, knocks it down. Bucks up 3 early, but Jimmy Butler came to play, came out on fire. 17 first quarter points. Heat would close out the quarter on a 22-7 run, and they would take control. Second quarter, more of the same. Miami in transition. Duncan Robinson for 3 drills it. Heat go into halftime up 13, and the lead kept getting bigger and bigger. Robinson, here he goes again, coming around the corner for 3. That's another one. Milwaukee had no answer, and with no Giannis, they fall in Game 3, 121-99. Yeah, Milwaukee has no Giannis, but give Miami some credit. They were playing at a very high level.
Offensively, they executed a high level. Defensively, they were very aggressive, and they responded today. Now, it's on us to do that. And
Coach Bud is right. The team needs to respond in a big way, but more importantly, they need Giannis back. It's still unsure whether he'll play in Game 4. If I had to guess, I think he'll be back, but the real question is, how healthy will he be? Game 4 set for Monday night at 6:30. Let's go to American Family Field. Brewers hosting the Red Sox. Second inning, one on for Brian Anderson, and he gets one down the right field line. It's actually going to bounce into the stands, so the runners advance and the Brewers take the lead. Third inning, a man on for Rowdy Tellez, and he crushes this one deep to center field, and it clears the fence. A 2-run shot, now 3-0 Brewers. Boston would answer, one on for Yu Chang, and he gets a good piece of this one. Yelich gives chase, but there's no point. It's now Brewers still in front by 1, but Milwaukee, they get some insurance in the name of Christian Yelich. He smokes this one to center. It's over the head, and Milwaukee adds another. Brewers go on to win this one 5-4. And we'll switch over to the Twins. Twins in action against the Washington Nationals. First inning, they're in some trouble. Ground ball to third, fielded cleanly, but Joey Gallo can't field it cleanly, and the Nationals take the lead. Twins now down 4-0. Byron Buxton is going to cut into the lead. A solo home run to left now makes it a 3-run game. Nats back up 4 in the 5th, but Carlos Correa with a line shot into right. That's going to bring in Joey Gallo from second. Minnesota staying in it, but the Nationals would continue to add to their lead. This time a 3-run shot puts Washington up 6, and there was no comeback in this one. 10-4 the final. Minnesota drops to 11-10 on the season. They'll look to close the series on a win tomorrow afternoon. And late last night, the Minnesota Wild got the win in Game 3, 5-1 against the Dallas Stars, meaning they now lead the series 2-1. They've got one more game in Minnesota tomorrow at 5:30 before the series goes back to Dallas. I'll have more on this series tomorrow. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
There are too many options. How do we decide what hotel to book?
Fear not, I got you. Who are you? I'm your fairy hotel mother.
What is happening?
Let me help you pick a hotel you feel good about. Choice Hotels is a family of brands with a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos.
Ooh, spacious.
Or a Cambria Hotel downtown for just the two of you. Hold my wand, don't wave it at anything. Get the best price by booking direct at choicehotels.com.
Yeah!
What did I say?
Are you tired of looking out your dirty windows? Cooley Region Window Cleaning is here to help. Locally owned with honest and fair pricing, and satisfaction is always guaranteed. More than dirty windows? If it's on your house, we can clean it. Call 769-7048 today for your free quote and get $100 off your service. Cooley Region Window Cleaning, we're doggone good. Call 769-7048 today or visit CooleyRegionWindowCleaning.com.
Hello, my name's Boris Gump. Chocolate? Mama always said buying a car was like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get. Me and Jenny, we buy all our cars at Sleepy Hollow. They got new cars and used cars, a body shop, parts and everything. Like me and Nate, the Sleepy Hollow serviceman, we just like peas and carrots. I'm not a smart man, but if you need a car, you should be running to Sleepy Hollow.
A1 Express Rental has all the right equipment for the job. A1 Express has over 5,000 items, products, tools, and equipment. So there's no need to struggle, borrow, or jimmy rig on your next job site or home project. Just give us a call or stop by our Eau Claire or Rice Lake location. Get the right tools for your job. You'll get it done with A1. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday 8 a.m. to 4.
Today, people across the globe are rolling up their sleeves to help save the environment in honor of Earth Day. Whether that's planting a tree or cleaning up local parks, one California neighborhood is going green together in the first-in-the-nation microgrid community. KCBS's Joy Benedict is in California with the story.
Blue skies and sunshine have always been an asset in Southern California, but now these rays are bringing an added value for homeowners in one neighborhood.
We're very confident on saving on the energy bills.
Aaron Perez is one of the first to move into a microgrid community in Menifee, the first in the nation.
Not having like a huge electric bill, and then obviously it's a smart home, so everything is super automated and user-friendly.
It's a new project by KB Home. 219 plots in its Shadow Mountain community that, if disconnected from SoCal Edison, can run on a solar-powered community battery.
Front of the house is the last of our bedrooms here.
Scott Hansen is the VP of Forward Planning.
So what a microgrid is the ability for a battery to operate separate from a utility a number of lots. If you want to think of it like an island of power until itself.
Every home is built with solar panels and a battery.
We actually have 2 batteries here, 1 and 2, and this is the inverter that converts the solar electricity to household power.
The homeowner can then decide to use the solar energy to run their house or keep the battery full and use the utility company's power.
A single person moves into this home and they work off-site a lot. This solar could do 80% of their power.
But what makes this subdivision unique is that all the homes will also connect to a giant battery the size of a shipping container. So any extra sunshine will be stored there for an emergency, and if full, can power this neighborhood for days.
When California at large has a need, you'll have the rolling brownout that is common everywhere in California, but not here.
The idea started 2 years ago with a federal grant and joint partnership between UC Irvine, KB Home, SoCal Edison, and SunPower.
Some of the other features that you'll see in this particular home is all of the appliances in the kitchen are electric.
But it's not just the power, it's how it's used to make this community shine. With special insulation, vehicle charging stations, and state-of-the-art appliances, this home is all about being energy efficient.
Typically about 40% in savings is what you would see.
Having our own solar grid here and having just that security of not having it have any blackouts, it's very important.
As is going green. And homeowners like Perez say being a little less dependent on big utility has him feeling home free.
We'll be right back.
At Ashley, spring into slumber with a variety of comfort choices from top mattress brands like Ashley Sleep and Sealy. Or get 0% interest for 60 months on select mattresses. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com for better sleep and savings today.
There are so many things we take for granted. So many things. And along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for their survival for granted too. The elderly, disabled, the veterans, people on limited and fixed incomes, or folks that lost jobs in sectors hardest hit during the pandemic. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? Some people just can't come back. And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind, struggling to keep their heat, water, and power on. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our heat, water, and power providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $37.50 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high-output engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
How do we decide what hotel to book?
Fear not, I got you. Choice Hotels has a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos.
Spacious.
That's what they all say. Stay twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
At Ashley, spring into slumber with a variety of comfort choices from top mattress brands like Ashley Sleep and Sealy. Or get 0% interest for 60 months on select mattresses. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com for better sleep-in savings today.
Another mainly cloudy day tomorrow and a little cool too with a high of 49. Now, not to worry, we're going to warm up into the 50s and 60s for next week, but not really a whole lot of sun to work with, unfortunately. As you can see, mainly cloudy for next week. And we're also watching for a chance of scattered showers and storms Friday and also into next weekend.
My eyes are on Thursday.
Yeah, right.
60.
Spring weather. Spring weather's where it's at.
Finally.
There we go. It's coming.
Thank you for watching News 8.